Hey everyone, Chris Geeky back with another redo review, and this time I'm going to redo my review of the 1000 Toys Master Chief. Now, I did delete the old video because after rewatching it, I realized I was way too quiet where you could barely hear me, and I didn't like that. So, this is a redo, and I'm going to speak a bit louder so you guys can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, even till this day, this figure is still amazing. Perfect? No, but still awesome. Getting a closer look. Yeah, this guy is still amazing even till this day. Okay, so I'm gonna go over accessories like last time. You can see he has two gun holding hands, two like gun supporting hands, relaxed hands, whatever you want to call them, two saluting hands, and two energy sword holding hands. Speaking of which, he does come with an energy sword here. Now, is it accurate? I don't know. Sculpting wise, it does look good, but the paint on the blade, I'm not sure if it's accurate or not. Now, there is a special edition of this figure that comes with the Elite Blood Blade, where it's the energy sword painted red. And he also comes with an extra shock rifle accessory, which for some reason, the description says that it's a brute shot, but no, that's the shock rifle. It's not a brute shot. And speaking of weapons, he comes with the assault rifle, and he has the Bulldog shotgun. You unfortunately can't pump the shotgun, unfortunately. It's just molded in, but well. And both weapons have this little peg that you can flip out. And you just pull these little panels out of his back, and then there's holes that you can plug them in. I'm not going to show that on the video because these bits are small and will be hard to find if you drop them. So I'm not going to show them. But yeah. It also comes with two closed fists in case if I didn't show them. But you know what? I'm just going to swap them out. Okay. I'm actually surprised that these hands aren't that hard to swap out. I still recommend being careful though. Okay, here he is. And I will say one complaint is the assault rifle, due to how it's designed, it's kind of difficult to put into his gun holding hands. Like, this hand is staying on the assault rifle for a while, but this one for the Bulldog, I'll show right now, it's actually not as hard, since okay, I say that and I'm already kind of having a bit of a... Okay, I say that, and yet here I am struggling a bit to get it on. But I assure you it's not that hard to put into his hands. But yeah, you can see the Bulldog. I mean, it's different on how it's designed. If you can see the handles, this one's more of a straight handle. This one's kind of... I don't know. But yeah, and you know, I'm just gonna take this off. I mean, the Bulldog is slightly easier to put in his hands, but yeah, that's Master Chief, based on how he looked in Halo Infinite, which was actually not that bad of a game story-wise. Open world, I mean, it's the first open world Halo game, and you know, it's not that bad. Could have been better? Yes, definitely, but you know, a lot of people have already talked about it, so I'm just gonna talk about the figure. But yeah, detail-wise, it's there. I mean, it's amazing. The detail is just fantastic. I mean, it's not a cheap figure. It's pretty expensive, so yeah, it's not cheap. But I'm glad I got this guy. I mean, it's been how many years late? How many years now? I don't know, but and his feet, I will say, they're actually die-cast metal, so he has some good weight to him, and it allows him to stand up pretty well. And if you can see this bit, I thought this bit would come out so you could plug your guns in, but it doesn't. I mean, it has 117 on his left, on his left chest guard for his armor. The visor is a nice orangey color, which I like. And the detail on the back of the helmet, you can see it has a little slot in the back of his helmet where he puts the AI chip in. If you've played the Halo series, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. Now another nitpick I will say is I wish he came with a sidearm, like a Magnum or the sidearm pistol, kind of like what this guy has. And as you can see, this is actually a brand new Wicked Cool Toys Chief figure, which I got off eBay because my old one ended up breaking. But yeah, you can see here, he comes with his sidearm pistol. I wish this guy came with it. And by the way, comparing these two, see, this guy is obviously taller than this guy. And like I said in the old video, it's up to your preference. Like, if you want a Master Chief figure that's in scale, has a good amount of accessories, and you don't really mind the detail not being there, and if you don't mind the chrome visor, then get this guy. But if you want a Master Chief that's better, that's much better in detail, better in articulation, and I'd say even better in accessories, then get this guy. And also, if you don't mind him being a bit short. Now, I did say I preferred this guy, but now I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one I prefer. Because this guy, he doesn't have the same detail or posability or accessories as this guy. But this guy is more accurate in scale. And yes, you can see this is the Mattel Halo assault rifle. It's not the one he comes with, because the one he comes with is small. But either way, it's up to your preference. Do you prefer this guy or this guy? But yeah, that's up to you. Just moving on to the side. But yeah, still great figure. Overall amazing. Now for posability, his head can move up about that far. It can move down that far. What the? Oh, that's just my phone screen. And he has since on a ball peg, you can even rotate it. Kind of give him a head pivot. And there's also a ball peg at the neck, so you can move it back and forth to have him look down even more, or have him look up even more, and still have a neck pivot. And if you want, you can kind of pull a bit on the head to give him more range if you want. Though if you pull a bit too far, you'll pop it off. It's not broken, but just be wary of that. You pull it up too far and you'll pop it off the ball peg, so just be careful. But if you kind of lift it up a bit, it'll stay on and you can still get more posing out of it. But yeah, arms can fully rotate, though they kind of hit this part of the shoulder. And the shoulder pads can move outwards, so you can swing the arms out like so. And it's on a hinge and ball peg. There's a ball peg that goes into the shoulder, and there's a hinge that allows them to move out, kind of like the DR's Mega Man figures. You guys remember those? Yeah, those things are old, but they're still good figures. And he also has a butterfly joint here that can move back and forth. And he has a bicep swivel here, which I'm kind of weary of a bit. I don't know if it's supposed to swivel like that or not. I'm not sure. But he has a double jointed elbow, and there's even a swivel in between both the upper and lower elbow joints. It's strange, but it still works. He has a swivel hinge swivel at the wrist. You can move it back and forth, but if you rotate it like this, you can move it up and down. And the hand is also on a ball peg, I mean. And you can see here, that's what it looks like. Now, I'd be wary about this, because even though it hasn't broken yet, I'm afraid, swapping the hands out a couple of times will eventually cause it to weaken and eventually break. So just be careful, be wary about that, be cautious, I should say. Lift up the arms here. And he has a diaphragm joint. You can move side to side, back and forth, rotate. There's even an ab crunch built in. You see, there's an ab crunch built in, so combining those, you can have them crunch way good. Crunch forward that well, and crunch back too. And he also has I thought was or maybe it is. I think it is a ball peg at the waist. I'm not sure. And these bits kind of move too, so you can get out of the way for posability. And for legs, he can move his legs out that far, so it's not really the splits, but that's alright. And they can move forward and back, but at a weird angle. You see how it is here? I mean, they move, but come at a weird angle. But combine the thigh swivel and that joint, you can have it to where you can move his leg perfectly forward. Speaking of which, he has a thigh swivel. He has double jointed knees, and his knee pad can move as well. So if you want it like that, then that's up to you. And his feet are on ball pegs, so they can rotate. They do move forward and back, but I mean, the way it's sculpted, it looks like there's supposed to be a hinge there. Unfortunately, it's not, or I could be wrong. But yeah, they move forward and back. He has an ankle pivot. And a toe joint. So yeah, articulation on this guy is awesome. It is just amazing, and I especially love the torso articulation. It's something the Wicked Cool Toys Chief doesn't really have. Like, the Wicked Cool Toys Chief has very limited torso movement. But, yeah. Still a great figure. Now, I'm just going to swap in back his assault rifle. And just keep putting him back in the same pose that I had him in. But yeah, you can see here the hands. Some are easier to pop off than others. But yeah, an amazing figure. Not cheap though, but I still recommend it if you have the money for it. Definitely pick this guy up, and it's up to you if you want to get the standard version that I have, or the special edition that comes with the shock rifle and the Elite Bloodblade. But yeah, either way, hope you enjoyed this redo review, and I'll see you all next time.